Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have some new pencils. Okay, aren't they pretty? I thought they would be a nice addition to my other pastels that I have. I've been wanting to try them for a while, and I saw one of the streamers, whose name I can't honestly remember at the moment, but she had an affiliate coupon, which I can't do yet until I guess I have to hit like 500 subscribers or something like that. So as soon as I can do stuff like that, I will. But yeah, she had a coupon for these, and I was like, I've been wanting to try them. So they run about 20 bucks. And so I thought we would do a little swatching, do a little first impressions, unboxing kind of thing. You know, maybe have a little tea. It's a Friday night. Man, green tea is my favorite. Anyway, yeah, I printed this out on the, it was a free Pinterest thing. So, now, I've been told that these do not have names or numbers, which is ridiculous. I don't understand, like, why they've not even give their numbers, but okay. We all know 1 through 36. That's going to be the obvious choice. I've been told these come from India. Hence Indra Creative. That's supposedly the stars that they're from India. Now, I've never had pencils that I am aware of from India. But I thought it would be fun to try and come up with some names for them. I think I saw... Oh my gosh. There was another streamer that I think did a similar thing, now that I think about it. But it still would be fun, I think, to try and come up with my own names, since there's no names to them. I thought it would be a fun little thing to do, you know, just for kicks and giggles. Since they were too lazy to do it themselves, apparently. I don't know. What can you do, right? So I like the box, first of all. The tin is really nice. You know, there's a nice little picture on it. I doubt it was probably done with the pencils, but it looks like it could have been. I will bring this up so you guys can take a closer look. It's not bad. But I see Indra. That's kind of gives me the idea that they're made in India. Let's see. And this is the back side. It does have a color swatch of them. And very little bit's in English. Yeah. But apparently that's what the pencils look like. And they do have other things besides these pencils. I have not personally really taken a hard look at them. I have some other pastel pencils, which I'll show you when I'm done swatching these if the video isn't too long. That I thought this would fill out the pencil case that I got that has the other two sets in it. One's a manga set, and the other's from, I think, Castle Arts. Yeah. Both really nice sets, I might add. So, this is my first time. And I think Color World, I think Lori did a review on these also, if I'm not mistaken. She may have. Or she did. It was another Indra set that had, I think, pencils at both ends. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe these do have names on them. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's take a look at one. Just says, if you can get up here, says Professional Color Set Creative Indra. That's it. But I'm hoping that the barrel color and the lead color are reasonably accurate. So maybe that's why they didn't come up with names, because they they just made this part accurate. Because as we both know, it's not always the case. So let's see if there's another layer. I am looking here to see if there's any more. Hold on a second. Nope, that's it. Okay. Okay. I was just checking something out. All right, so let's put these over here. I'm gonna put the lid up a little bit. And I like that it came with this nice little padding. And they're sharpened a little more than most pencils are. But as you can see, they're I'm gonna bring this back over for a second. They're pretty well set into the thing. And like if you see the holder, they're pretty well, you know, secure, which I really do like. They're really secure in the case, which is nice. It means they're not going to go bouncing everywhere. And considering they probably come from India, so that's nice. Excuse me while I grab a tea. Oh my gosh! Ever since and I hope you'll forgive the band-aid yell. I like totally cut myself, so I apologize. Life happens. But yeah, ever since I got sober about 7 years ago, I've been quite the tea drinker. So, I mean, you know, you got to make your substitutions. So, I'm gonna write the name at the top here, which I probably should have done already. And I looked at some of the questions that people had asked, and they asked if these were pastel pencils. And I'm like, I'm thinking, no, people, they're pastel colored. Pastel pencils are an entirely different ball of wax. I was like, all right, you know, some people just don't know, I guess. Well, anyway, so let's see. I think I'll start with this one on the end. Oops. See how secure they are that I can't even pop that out real easily with my finger, which is nice. Oh, okay. So, let's see. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to think of what this looks like. It has a purplish undertone, but yet it's pink. It's like I don't know. Purple pink sounds so boring. Let's swatch it and see if I can get a better clue. So I hope you'll pardon me. I'm going to turn this a little bit. On second thought, I think I'm going to leave it that way. Okay. Let's swatch it and see what happens. See if something jumps out at me. And, oh, by the way, also, one heads up. Whenever you get a wax-based pencil, now these are square. That's another thing. When you have pencils that are square like this, they can be a challenge to sharpen because you're essentially fitting something square into something round. I don't know of any square sharpeners, do you? I mean, where the inside part's square. Yeah. So just be careful, you know, when you're sharpening them. I would suggest a hand crank sharpener. Like I would have anchored over to my desk. Ooh, that sharpened really nice. Look at that. That sharpened pretty nice. All right, so let me get this squared away. Sorry about that. Let's see if something jumps out at me. I would say, These are nice, you guys. These are really, really nice. They lay down absolutely wonderful. They remind me kind of Castle Art pastel pencils. They lay down really lovely. I mean, these are nice. They're soft. They're really soft. They're not Prisma soft, okay? I mean, I don't think anything besides Holbein's are that soft. But, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swatch these, and I'm going to let you guys choose some of the names. Pop it in the comments, and I'm going to just number them, obviously, you know, just 1 to 36. I'm just going to go straight across the, from one side to the other. Just pop it in the comments and let me know if a particular name jumps out for a particular pencil. If I don't happen to think of one. Like this one I'm kind of stumped on. It's kind of almost, it has pink, it has purple undertones to it, but yet a little gray too. I don't know, but it sure laid down nice. Wow, you guys, these are really nice pencils. So far, I'm digging them. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to sharpen these so that you guys don't have to sit and listen to me do this over and over and over, because it's going to get really old for all of us. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I have found a way to get these out of these a little easier if you choose to leave them in the tin, which they're very secure in this tin. I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with, for being a budget set of pencils, how nice they lay down, at least the first one anyhow, and how well they sharpen. Not a single one broke. And now I have an Boss Stitch hand crank sharpener, which I know everybody talks about, the Dolly 133. Yep, I tried it. My Boss Stitch is fabulous, and it is like anchored to my desk because the clamp for the dolly kept popping off. So this one is screwed into my desk. It's not going anywhere. Trust me, my elbows hit it to prove the point often enough. So anyway, now that I've got all these sharpened, I did find an easier way just to pop them from the bottom like this, and it pops them out pretty quick, except for the last one, the ones on the sides. So I still haven't come up with a name for that one. So if you guys have any ideas, hey, I'm all for it. These are absolutely gorgeous, and they lay down so nicely. I mean, there's a little crumbliness, which is to be expected. I mean, any pencil's going to do that. Even the Faber Polys do that some. I mean, it's just kind of, you know, normal. But I wouldn't consider it to be excessive. These are gorgeous, man. I would label this one Bubblegum. I know it's kind of another name, but Bubblegum Pink, honestly. Bubblegum Pink. That's it. Bubblegum Pink. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, this one is going to be Bubblegum Pink, but I gotta read it somewhere else. Yeah. I'll just write it. Bubblegum Pink. Hopefully hopefully the initials will help me remember, but I'll write it down here at the bottom. With a 2. This is what I'm doing at the bottom, just to remind myself later. So it's number 2, and I labeled it Bubblegum Pink because bubblegum was like the thing back in my day. Bubblegum Pink. Yeah, that's what this looks like. Bubblegum Pink. Oh wow, this is gonna be fun. All right, so hopefully between that down here and just some initials up there, it'll kind of remind me when I make a more refined swatch later. All right, so we have, make sure you guys can see good. There we go. All right. They are, like I said, they are a touch crumbly, but not too bad. But I really love how they lay down. It's really nice. I mean, for a budget set of pencils, they're really nice. As far as I know, I think they're wax-based, but they could be oil-based. I'm honestly not sure. But I believe they're wax-based. It doesn't really say. Come to think of it, let's see. Yeah, not in any language I understand. So, I would say strawberry for this one. Maybe. I'm going to label that one strawberry. So let's write it down here at the bottom. It reminds me of strawberry ice cream. Dude, I must be hungry. I must be hungry. All right. So let's go to the next one. I noticed there's a lot of pinks, which is kind of normal in a pastel set. There's only really real brown, and it's at the very end, which is a little disappointing. But it's okay. This is pretty. And I love how vibrant the barrels are. The colors are on the barrels are really, they're really vibrant. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I'll do a more thorough, swatch of it later. This is just kind of to show you guys and me, because this is first impressions also for me. I'm not sure about that pink, so anyone has any ideas, hey? Let's see. Let's try this one. Ooh, that's pretty. Interesting. I like the undertones in this one. It kind of reminds me of this top one, but with less of a gray purple undertone. This has more of a brighter undertone. It's the undertone is not as like purplish grayish. This almost reminds me like a hair bit of gray lavender. This one kind of reminds me of a pink sprinkle. I'm on food right now, y'all. I don't know. So far, I've only had two jump out at me, so we'll see. I mean, I don't want to spend too long deciding, because then this video would be like, hours long. That would be ridiculous. So, oh, this is pretty. Actually, come to think of it, this pink one up here kind of reminds me of a hot pink. But I'll see if I can come up with a food name. That seems to be the theme here, so I may try to stick with food names, you know, like dessert names and stuff. I'm trying to think of a good food name for that one. Well, let's see. Let's try this one. Because I think this one's going to be a creamsicle. No, this is a tangerine. Okay. I mean, it's not a dessert, but it is a food, I guess, still, so. I was kind of trying to stick with desserts. I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. This is really, really pretty. This is definitely, I think, a creamsicle. That is a creamsicle. All right. There we go. It's the, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm going to label this one creamsicle. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. All right. So let's move on. And I have to admit, these are for being really budget pencils are actually pretty nice. I'm kind of a fan. And supposedly there's a 1-year replacement on all their stuff, so I don't know. I doubt most budget pencils don't come in open stock, which is unfortunate. But that's one of the drawbacks of, you know, most budget pencils. That's just kind of how it is. Let me make sure you guys can still see. Yeah, okay. Let me pull this over just a little bit. There we go. This is an interesting shade of yellow. It's almost like it reminds me of the yellowed orange in the Prismacolor a little bit. This is tough coming up with names on the fly. I thought it would be easy, but it's not. It's really not. One of these is going to be a banana yellow. I haven't decided which one. Let's do this next one and see, because one of these is going to be a banana yellow, I think. I don't see a lot of reds in this set. I see a lot of oranges and pinks and blues, especially there's a lot of blues, purples, but I don't really see any red. Like, you could do a pastel red. It's not easy, but it is doable. So, I think this one's closer to a banana yellow. Yeah. I think that one screams banana yellow to me. So, 8, 9. Okay, so let's write this. Give me a second while I write this down so I don't forget. All right. Let's move it along. I sense this is going to be very... You see how I just popped that out? It works pretty well. Did I forget? Oh, I forgot to sharpen one. Whoopsie. Hold on. You should always sharpen these very carefully, and when the first time, because wax, especially wax face pencils, they put like a coating on them to kind of protect them in shipment. So that kind of just gets that off. And when you're sharpening square pencils, be very careful. Like I said, you know, round object, a square object, round hole, you know, you're going to get some jerkiness at first when you sharpen it. So just be careful and sharpen a little bit gently until this part right here kind of smooths out and isn't square. Because as you can see, well, that one was kind of square. It goes all the way kind of to the end. So this part's got to sort of taper off a little bit. So just be careful. Just word to the wise. I have the square Sharpeners, and they were an absolute royal pain to sharpen. They did not sharpen nicely like these at all. I mean, they're not bad pencils. They sharpen wonkier than the Prismas do these days, but they do lay down fairly decently. But these, I mean, gosh, these are really nice, you guys. I really, really like these. I am just going to stick with peach or peach sorbet, maybe? Yeah, let's get fancy. I'm going to make it peach sorbet. All right. Yeah, if you guys have any other names, feel free to just, you know, just go by the number. Because I'm going from, like I said, from one side to the other. So just go say number 10 or number 12 or whatever. And I'll know what you mean. Whoops. And I'm making a mess. Pencil down. There we go. These are so secure in this tin. I'm kind of impressed. All right. Let's move it along here. Peach sorbet, I like that. That works. This one is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys help me with that one if you want to. I'm not sure about that one. All right, let's go on here. Make sure I'm on the right track here. Okay, I just want to make sure I had the right pencil. Oh man, I don't know. This might be my banana yellow. No, I don't know. I know what to call this one. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I came up with a name already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be a sunflower. Maybe. We'll see. I might change that one to sunflower. Maybe. This one is... How about lemon tart? What do you guys think? Maybe? We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I'm getting fancy. These are subject to change. Like I said, if you guys have any better names, I am certainly open to them. Make sure I have the right pencil to do. Alright, I'm just making sure I have the right pencil set. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oopsie. Alright. I want to make sure I had the right pencil. Because they're so similar, some of them, that honestly, it can be easy to get them mixed up. You know what I mean? Like, for example, this one and this one are very similar. And the yellows are just like a hair off. They're very similar. And I wanted to make sure, since they're not numbered, you know, that I had the right pencil. Otherwise, I'd have a double swatch, you know. Yeah, that'd be annoying. This might actually be more of a banana yellow than number 9. I might have to change that. All right, let's go for this one. Whoa. Goodness gracious. You talk about bright. Yikes. This is definitely a neon yellow. That is, and it's very opaque. Most of the rest of these are fairly, somewhat semi-translucent, but this yellow is really opaque. And by that I mean it covers the tooth of the paper pretty decently, without you having to go over it too much. That's pretty opaque. That is a neon yellow, no question. That is a neon yellow. It's not a food, but for now it's neon yellow. Like I said, I am open to name suggestions. I think it would be fun to come up with our own names. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. All right. There we go. All right. I don't know. Maybe that is the true banana yellow. What do you guys think? One of these is a banana yellow. I'm thinking it might actually be this one. If I'm going to stay with the food names. Huh. You see how similar those are. That's why I'm sort of checking every so often to make sure I'm on track and I haven't picked up the same one twice, because they're very similar. That's one of the hazards of pastel pencils, not the chalky kind, is that they can be very similar. That's very bright also. Let's see. Let's get the green one out. There we go. Whoa, this could be a lime, maybe. Key lime? Yeah, I don't know. I think this looks like a key lime. I might be pretty set on this one. Oh shoot, I forgot to write the names on this. It's one of those days, y'all. I think that looks like a key lime to me. Yeah, that is definitely a key lime. Let's see if I kept doing that. I wouldn't be so lost, probably. Ooh, mint. This is mint. Mint ice cream, maybe? No. Mint and shit. I'd say just mint. It's a mint of some kind. That is very mint. You know, I thought it would, like I said, I really thought it would be easy to come up with some names on the fly, and it's not. Actually, still want to pop out. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Here, let's pull this up, make sure you guys can see good. Ooh. And these are very opaque, some of them. I mean, you know, some of these pinks were a little semi-translucent, but these green ones and some of these brighter yellows are very opaque. They lay down super nice. And would you believe the paper I'm using is dollar store paper? It's for markers and things of that nature. It's really not suitable for markers, but it's heavy enough that it makes good swatching paper. Dollar store, so $1.25 now, whatever. Oh man, the inflation has even hit the dollar stores. Yeah, but this is excellent swatching paper. It's fairly heavy for being dollar store paper. Now their sketching paper is crappy. Like I wouldn't recommend that for nobody. I'll show you. I have some. And then I know this is a rabbit trail, but this is some of the sketching paper that I got and it's only 75 GCM, which is the paperweight. And as you can tell, I've just used it as kind of to test different, color combinations out on. But as you can see, it's gone through pretty easily. So that's what that's kind of good for. But this is their quote unquote their marker paper, and it's actually pretty decent paper for sketching on and for doing swatches and stuff. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. That one's up in the air. Let's try this one. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm trying to think of like food names, preferably dessert names, but I don't know. Hopefully you guys can help me out, right? Ooh, that is pretty. I am going to say, that is definitely, I want to say Caribbean blue, but I don't know. Oh man, my tea's getting cold. Let's see. Make sure I have the right one. Yeah. Just making sure I have the right pencil. It really is a lot harder coming up with these names than I thought it would be. I've been dealing with so much crap lately, y'all. It's just unbelievable. Ugh. So I'm happy just to sit and relax and do some swatching and have a chat with my friends in the coloring community. They're my subscribers. That's an interesting color. I don't even know what to make of that. It's like a gray pastel. I don't even know what to make of that, you guys. This color's weird. Look. I don't know if, make sure you guys can see. I don't even know what to make of that color. It's weird. The bottom one, it's weird. What do you all make of that? I don't even know what to call that. It's like this grayish kind of blue. It's I don't know. I need you guys' help with that one big time because I don't even know what to call that pencil. That's this one right here. I don't even know what to call that. It's I'm guessing their version of gray. I don't know. All right, let's pull this back down. Make sure it's you guys can see. Okay. That's a weird kind of gray blue kind of thing. I don't know. I like it. It could be good for when you're doing shading. For if you want something resembling a dark tone, you know, because you want your dark, your mid, and your light. And this kind of gray at the one at the bottom, this one right here could be good for that. That's the hardest thing when you're using just pastels and nothing else. It is very difficult to find your light and mid, your mid-tones and your dark tones. It's really difficult, unless you have the Holbeins, of course, and then, well, you know, Holbeins are Holbeins. And they're kind of known for their pastels. This one is kind of coloring a little sketchy. It's the first one I've run across that didn't color as nicely as the others. It's still nice, don't get me wrong. But it's the first one where I had trouble sort of covering it nicely. That's a pretty blue. It's almost like a bluebird. It's not a food, but it's still a bluebird, maybe. I still can't get over that gray, man. That's just weird. Bluebird. It's strange. Wait, hold on a second. Let me make sure I don't have the same pencil. Okay. This one has a little more gray to it. They're so similar, yet without numbers and names, I really do have to do a double take just to make sure I'm not grabbing a different pencil. They're really, really similar. This one's got a little more of a different undertone to it. But I had to do a double take, you guys, because even though the pencils themselves, you see what I mean? I mean, even though they look different, they don't lay down all that different. That's why I kind of did that. I wanted to make sure I didn't grab the same pencil. I don't know. I think I'm kind of giving up trying to come up with the names of the flights. Unless something jumps out at me. It's proven to be more of a challenge than I kind of thought it would. Oh, this is pretty. This reminds me of a Prismacolor pencil. Non-photo blue, I think. If I'm not mistaken. This definitely reminds me of a Prisma pencil that I have. And I know this just because I just reorganized my Prisma pencils. Ugh. I have so many extras. I have like 2 backup sets. And I've been pulling, when I run out of a pencil, I've been pulling out of my backup set. And in the process of reorganizing all of them, I realized that I may have to delve into my backup set. Or just straight up go to Michael's for a couple bucks and, you know, get them. So I'm not opening a whole new set yet again. Okay, let's see. Make sure 4, 1, 2, 3. There's that weird gray one. Okay. Make sure I wasn't grabbing the same one. Yeah. I think I kind of give up on the name thing. That's just... Ugh. My brain is not working that hard today. But I would really, really love for you guys to help me come up with some really cool names for these. That would be fun. Preferably dessert names, but they don't have to be necessarily. It would be fun, I think. So I'm going to pull this one out so I don't accidentally pull out the same one. Lots of blues. Oops. I over sharpened the pencil. So even though I'm coloring lightly, it just had it had an over sharp point to it. Interesting. Okay, I'm heading into the like bluish purples, so I think the pinks it was a lot easier, and the yellows it was a lot easier to come up with dessert names than it is some of the other colors, I think. This almost reminds me of a Deft blue. What do you think? Make sure you guys can still see. Okay, good. This one does lay down a little weird. It's a little streaky, if that makes any sense. Like a couple of these ones were a little bit like that. So they might be oil based. I honestly, I'm not, as I said before, I'm not entirely sure. I may have to do a little research, a little more research, and see if I can find out, because the tin just doesn't give me any clues. But I'm pretty sure they're wax. Like if I had to place a bet, I would say they're wax. Because they lay down like a wax pencil. But there's a few, like this last one up here and this one up here, that are a little streaky, that kind of smack of being oil based. But I would venture to say they're wax based. And for $20 for a 36 piece set that is not too horribly crumbly, lays down pretty decently. I mean, geez, for 20 bucks, it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. I can live with these. I will use these. I will definitely use these. I mean, are they Holbeins? No. Like, there's nothing that's Holbeins. In terms of, like, you know, pastels and softness, there's nothing that can touch a Holbein. But these, for being the price that they are really nice. That one is definitely, this one up here is definitely a Def Blue, which is kind of like a purplish blue, and that's a Prismacolor, I believe. I like this. It almost reminds me of a pansy, you know, flower. I'd say that's almost like a pansy color. But speaking of pencil names, bismuth, which I believe is a luminance color. I recently found out, I don't know, a few weeks ago, that is actually a mineral. I did not, bismuth yellow. It's actually a mineral that is mined, or was mined. I don't know if it's still being mined. If only for it used to be mined for something other than just, you know, a pencil color pigment. It was mined for something else. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they mined it for something. And but that's where the name bismuth yellow came from, was this mineral that they were mining for whatever purpose that they were mining it for. I saw it on YouTube somewhere, and I was like, oh, well, all right then. You know, the things you find out on YouTube, it's crazy, right? Well, this reminds me of a violet. This right here is definitely a grade lavender. I would say that is definitely a grade. This one right up here, that is definitely a grade lavender. If I had to, you know, come up with a name that it reminds me of, let's pull this up a little bit, make sure y'all can see. These are really nice. I mean, and I'm sketching this swatch out on my dollar store paper, albeit the heaviest version that they have, which is, you know, their marker type paper. It's pretty opaque too. This color, I mean, it's a nice shade of purple. Almost done. Yeah, I think I'm really gonna need you guys' help with names here. And if anybody wants to do a buddy color, I would love to do that. If I have the book or I can get a hold of the PDF, I would absolutely love to. I'm totally open to that. All you have to do is ask, and if I can get a hold of it. I don't have Serene, so which is a very popular coloring book. I do not have that book, and honestly, that it's so busy that I think it would drive me to madness. Which is why I don't do like the mythographic books a lot. They're just, I start them and I get maybe halfway into it and I'm just like, yeah, nope. Ugh. The ADD kicks in and I'm just like, yeah, no. Oh my gosh, Pepto-Bismol Pink. I'm sorry, it just came to me. I'm looking at this and going, yeah, that's Pepto-Bismol Pink. Oh, wow. But I'm not going to give it that name because then I would just be grossed out every time I look at it. So, now, the ones on the end are a lot harder to get out, so you just kind of have to do it that way. They're in there pretty securely. This is the only real brown in the set, which is a little bit of a disappointment. Oh, this is like an iced mocha. Yup. I like that name. I love my coffee too. Mostly iced coffee though. Hot coffee puts me to sleep. I don't, decaf or not, it puts me out. Wow. Yeah, that's iced coffee. So, there it is, guys. As you can see, the name thing really didn't go too well, but that's alright. I am definitely open to suggestions. These colors are lovely, don't you think? So let's bring you in so you guys can see a little bit closer. Ta-da. They're really pretty, aren't they? I think these are absolutely gorgeous. Let's bring this over here so you guys can see the pencils again. Aren't those absolutely gorgeous? And they're if I didn't have somewhere's another set to put these in, I would honestly leave them in there. They're so secure in this set. It's amazing. But as a side note, let's back this up a second and I'll show you something real quick before we say goodbye. I'll put this aside for a second. This is what these pencils are going into. Isn't this absolutely adorable, guys? I know this is like a total side note. I'm sort of famous for my side notes. Isn't this absolutely cute? This is the company I got it from. Whoops, wrong side, sorry. That is where I got it from. Isn't that absolutely adorable? It's got a little pocket and a little handle. Ta-da! And these are the, I believe these are the Castle Arts. Yeah, these are the Castle Arts pastels that I have. Aren't they beautiful? You want to talk about soft? Yep, these are my Castle Art pastels, and they have a nice range of warmer olives. And then these are the Manga Chroma Flow ones. So these Indra pastels will fit in very nicely with this. It will fill that whole case out very nicely. Yep. So I would jump on these guys. They're really nice. If you like pastel pencils and you want something that's super affordable, I would jump on these. Amazon, 20 bucks. I have Amazon Prime, so it's, for me, it's, you know, 20 bucks and free shipping. But I would definitely jump on these guys. They're really, really nice. And for 20 bucks, you just cannot go wrong. And if you run out of one for 20 bucks, just get another set. That's what I do. You know, so anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and having some tea with me. Don't you love my mug? I'm kind of a minion nut. And doing a little chatting and swatching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have fun, stay safe, and be kind to each other. Bye.